Blah, blah, blah.
But remember, this one has, like, 2 crime scenes.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
No. Oh, but we know where everything is. So
Yep.
that's good.
Hey, everyone. This is Mari. I fucked something up. And,
No, that's not your fault.
Kinda is. I mean, I could have triple-checked everything. And spun around in circles and then tapped everything in the room.
Basically what she's saying is, we've already played through this whole section before.
And now we're re-recording it. And this poor woman who had the balls to wear pants in the 1940s is being murdered.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work.
Steely
The
edge.
department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer.
Yay.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
So I don't know if you noticed this over his shoulder while he was talking, but it on the board there, it shows all the homicides for the calendar year. On the left. See? 100 homicides in a whole year. Can you imagine that for Los Angeles? That's it?
I think 100 homicides is a lot? Or is that not a lot? How much?
That is not a lot.
Okay.
But I compare, like, Chicago.
You have the address.
Well, Chicago has like 5,000 from
Yeah.
guns, but...
It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
So look it up.
Nice day for it. I gotta have it.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
No.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Didn't we already post part of this?
No.
No? Okay.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Did you just call that woman a hump? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Is she like something you hump, or what does that insult even mean?
So it looks like crime in Los Angeles has gone down, went down to 299 per year in 2012. But in 2002, there were 654.
Dang!
Yeah. But, Chicago Chicago.
Patrolman, this your beat?
It's like 1,000
Yes,
a
sir.
year.
Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
So Chicago had 762 murders in 2016 with 3,550 shooting incidents.
So, you ever have somebody insult you with something that you don't know what it means?
Yeah.
And you're like, what are they saying to
And
me?
you're like, is that...
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
And you're like, am I insulted by this? Like, what does this mean?
What is, or when people just use descriptions to,
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Like, do you remember when that person tried to insult us by calling
Cause of
me
death?
a lesbian?
Could be the head injuries.
we were like, okay,
We're like-
what?
Yeah.
That's what's superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
Also, to the people who were like, what are you gonna do when you make fun of you standing over a dead woman's body who's naked? I'm like, okay, there's a huge difference between seeing this naked, beat up, dead woman and seeing a fully clothed, like, kind of bleeding dude.
Man who was, like, hit by a car.
Man who was hit by a car.
Yeah.
If the dude, if this happened to a dude, it would be just as kind of weird.
Yeah, it would be just as horrifying because it's a lot more, like, gruesome and, you know...
But
just-
anyway, let's play with this dead body.
Like, and also I think the sexual violence...
What about this wound on the finger?
I don't think...
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
I'm not saying that she was sexually violated. I'm saying that, like, I mean, her clothes were removed, so
There's got to be
there's
something.
some sort of motivation to do that, you know?
Yes. I'm going to put a trigger warning at the beginning of this video because I know that people are going to get a little uncomfortable. It's just like, I love how he's literally squatting on top of a dead body.
I know.
You could get away with murder. You could be like, oh no, my semen got there because of whatever.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
I don't like that we get to we lost our live, where we'd be like, because I remember we were like, look at her head, it looks like blunt force trauma, and we were like guessing what happened to her. And now we got to be like, we can't say it anymore because it's just gonna sound like we're just being like smartasses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Black Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
So I saw somebody left a comment saying that they always kind of like the sassy coroner, or
It's
like
some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
The sassy coroner character?
yeah, but they like in crime shows they always like the coroner, or for me I always liked the forensics experts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the wrong.
Yeah, that was Australia. My bad.
I think the bottom one doesn't turn, right?
No, the top one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
I just want a lighter like that.
Ba-la-bamba. Ba-la-la-la-bamba.
I want a cool lighter like that.
Da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
The victim's bag?
Putting your grubby little hands all over everything.
Another day, another dollar.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
You know what I don't understand is like Cole is like this super honorable dude, but he like watched that woman get slapped in the. It's like I don't know how to dissect that scene. Where he's like, "Don't you have any respect for dead women?" And then he watched that other woman get slapped
in the face and doesn't say anything,
or doesn't even have a reaction.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to interpret that.
Can we get to the bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
It seems to me like he's the type of man who has a strict moral code, but it doesn't come from his heart.
Is there something on the ground over there by the bench?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where someone can have like a really strict moral code, but it doesn't come from their heart. It comes from like the Bible or something.
No good to me.
Well, and I don't say that all people are like this, so please do not interpret this that way. But you know how some people, it's like they...
Go ahead, keep going.
What?
Keep going.
Like, some people, they're, quote-unquote, they're good because they have, like, a code that tells them to be good, but they don't. I think that's what you're trying to say. Like, it's like people who are like, oh, I want to be good because the Bible tells me to, but they don't genuinely believe that
like somebody told him, hey, you gotta treat women with respect unless they give you mouth and slap them. And he was like, okay, that's what I will do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, just like some people who are like, how do you know what's good, how to be a good person if you don't have the Bible and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I don't think his moral compass comes from his heart. It comes from, like, an external place.
Like, people, like, somebody told him once to be that way, but he doesn't, like, yeah, I see what you mean.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not a good person. It's just, I feel like some people's moral compasses don't come from their heart, but come from guidance, I guess.
Yeah, like, somebody told you once that you shouldn't steal, so you're like, okay, I won't. But you're not, like, if you don't believe in your heart, like, oh, I shouldn't steal because that hurts, like...
Yeah.
The person who made this product or whatever.
Yep.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Yeah, like, oh, I see that my actions could somehow hurt somebody. I'm not going to do it because that's the wrong thing to do.
Werewolf? For my money? A copycat.
Instead of being like, someone told me it was honorable never to steal.
Yeah. Big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got next.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand.
Are we just sitting in traffic?
Somewhere else with the armed
Yes.
forces.
What the fuck are we doing?
San Quentin,
We're in traffic,
another
apparently.
town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you.
We just sat
Make
in
it
traffic in a
complicated.
video game. I can't believe
So you
this.
don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
You know,
How realistic.
Sorry. You know that if we were driving, we would have just blown past everybody?
That would hit everybody.
It's true.
Cece is blown away by the fact that we just
Sat in video game traffic.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
I love that this guy already has a cigar
Yes.
lit up.
Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
What are you, a kingpin here, dude?
I know.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and
Going to pay for
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular.
How's Doc?
Celine is...
That's the spirit.
was
Give me another.
a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Seems right.
This seems fine.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Your married man again?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Wait, why did he take his license plate anyway?
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Was he ever violent with her?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Say, honey,
I think he cared about her, so he took down the license plate because she was kind of drunk.
Ah, right.
And he was like, "Oh shit."
Let's get out
You know.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Seems irrelevant.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
How can I help, detective?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
Come on, drunkie. Let's go. Oh, did he already go to the car?
It's like, fuck you. Don't call me that.
He's like, come on, let's
You're behind the
go.
wheel.
Fine. Where are we
I
headed?
think it's so weird whenever you watch old shit and they're like drinking in the middle of the day. It's
You
so
find the
weird.
booze helps
Yeah.
you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts.
Oh shit, he's
A
driving.
smart lawyer
Yeah.
might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his
Ew.
medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job with a healthy thirst for vengeance.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, Choir Boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
He's basically saying, like, you're a goddamn square. I love drinking on the job, and it's cool. Alright.
This is a nice house.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
What? Oh.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Let me in, I'm a cop.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
I don't think this guy's a real doctor.
Yeah, I don't think he should be
I don't
board
think
certified.
I don't think he has your best interest at heart.
If your therapist tells you to burn down a house,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say find a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna say that.
Yeah,
That's a red flag.
I think that's a red flag.
Yeah. I love that video.
I know, so do I.
Because that girl's me.
Yeah.
Hey!
Is just her pinky nail really long? Red flag.
I'm a dancer.
9. Above average for a lady.
Above average for a lady.
Size 9.
Oh yeah,
Does that
that's when
translate?
we had the whole foot argument, remember?
Oh yeah, and we put our feet up together.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys missed that awesome moment where Stacy and I were arguing over if we have the same size feet, and I was like, we have the same size feet, and then we put our feet up to each other's feet.
And then after the video, I tried on your shoes.
And they fit?
Yes.
So therefore...
I'm like Cinderella!
And I'm your Prince Charming? No, wait. Hold on.
No.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Something.
Yeah.
Optimistic, Cole.
What's Oxydol?
I think that's a
Is that
that's a
like
detergent.
laundry detergent?
Yeah, it's kind of like OxyClean, I guess.
OxyClean. It is power powder laundry detergent. Wait, so is he saying, like, optimistic, like, you could eat it?
No, he's saying, like...
I know.
This is a stupid clue. Stop fucking looking at it.
Stop looking at it, Cole. God.
The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
So I heard that if you investigate enough of the hairbrushes in the game, he makes a joke about it.
Doesn't tell me anything.
So...
touch them hairbrushes?
Yeah, if we just pick up everyone that we see, he'll eventually say something sassy about it.
There's shoes on the floor, Cole. Look at them.
Nope.
Is that like a hairdryer?
I think so.
Like a crank hairdryer?
No. It had a cord on it.
Oh, okay.
It's just an old-fashioned
That's
hairdryer.
just so, like the handle, maybe?
Yeah, it was... The black part was the handle, and then it had the cord wrapped around the handle.
I don't think so.
It's a key. We should clearly waste our time trying to figure out what it opens.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
I want a pair of goggles.
Are we missing anything?
Not that I can think of. I mean, there's still music going, so clearly we are, but...
Is a size 8 men's translate to a size 9 in women's?
I don't think the shoes that we're looking for are here.
No, I'm saying...
Oh,
he says rather large for a woman. Maybe like a woman's will going around stomping.
No, I think so. I have... My sneakers are men's 8s.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking...
Yeah.
Maybe it's a lady stomping...
You need to work the home address again.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Get in there, dude.
Are we gonna get in the car?
You can drive.
Oh, we're at the residence.
Oh.
So I guess I have to figure something out.
Did we miss a clue?
Probably.
Oh. I have to find a clue. Shit. I love how we were like, oh, this will be faster because we know where everything is.
Nope, don't remember anything. We're stupid.
Damn it.
Get out the way! Move!
Was there anything on the fridge? On the fridge.
Ha-ha! If you sober up, you can find me at a...
Me and Jacob are obviously having problems. Speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
Cool.
One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
The fucking weirdo.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Oh my god. This
guy
really
is
unpleasant.
like, yeah. Your partner cannot drive at this time.
Because he's too fucking drunk. Oh, he's calling the thing.
459 at 142 North Union.
Come on, dude.
We got places to go.
Do we have to redo the one with the movie scene?
No.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Yeah, that was traumatizing enough.
Yeah.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Should we look around first?
That's all? You got more in that goddamn book, spit it out.
Won't let me up.
Ugh. Okay.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Lie.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Fuck.
Go
we
back.
didn't get the proof that the guy said he called him a bunch of times.
Oh, shit.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Damn it.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
And how are we meant to believe that, Jacob? It isn't looking good for you.
That nosy bitch from next door, Janie Horgan. She'll tell you I left. And what time.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
This guy, oh my god.
I mean, yeah, defend yourself against somebody attacking you, but that guy's just so down to hit a woman.
I know.
He's just
like,
ready.
He's just really,
He's just ready to do it. Again, it's okay to defend yourself against
Yes.
a woman hitting you with a fry pan, obviously. But that guy's just like, he's like, any excuse. He just wants to.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh. Oh.
What's this bump?
Gonna put steak on his eye later. Honey! Oh, let me get the steak!
And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
I thought he was gonna headbutt him.
Yo, I'm in a really messed up mood right now.
What?
I don't know why. Just like all fucked up.
What do you mean?
Like in my body, right here. I'm like,
oh, you're nervous?
yeah, I don't know. I'm just like in a really like just messed up mood.
Hey, we're just playing a chill game. It's okay.
It's just a chill game about a lady getting cut up. It's fine.
It's alright. You know, you're...
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Just wanted to say hi. Over and out.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doctor.
That background sounded
Operator, give me our...
like Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah!
Yeah, I was like, what the where
Like
the fuck is he?
Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks.
It did...
Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
It did that, like, dee-dee-doo.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-doo.
I thought we were fucking being hailed.
Like, Uhura, patch us through.